number 73 single dimensional array in C language. So let's move forward. So this is very interesting thing about the single dimensional array. So array has been classified, or we can say the types of array. In the previous video, we have learned about the properties of an array. Now in this video, we are going to learn about the types of an array. Okay, and in the types of an array, we will learn about the single dimensional array. Okay, so let's look at. So array has been classified into two types. That is single dimensional array, and another is multi-dimensional array. So in this video, we will learn about the single dimensional array only, and in the next video, we will learn about the multi-dimensional array. Okay, that is two-dimensional array. So let's start our single dimensional array. So let's look at single dimensional array. Single dimensional array stores the data into multiple column of the single row. Multiple column of the single row. Okay. Single dimensional array stores the data into multiple column. Column, you know? What is a column? A vertical line of a table. And the horizontal line of a table is known as row. Vertical line of the table is known as column, and the horizontal line of the table is known as a row. So single dimensional array stores the data into multiple columns of a single row. Okay. So it means use only one dimension to store or access the data for an array. So let's look at the examples of it, or how we can use the single dimensional array. So here is the syntax that you need to define the data types, then variable name here, then braces open here, okay, then size here, okay, and that size should be in integer value only and not containing the float value or any other data type. That should be only in integer. That should only be integer here. So this is the proper syntax, or we can say this is the proper syntax of declaring a single dimensional array. Now looks at the example. So this is the example that how we can initialize the single dimensional array in C language. So I am using a variable name which is a num, and actually it is storing 10 blocks starting from 0 to 9. Therefore its size is 10 here. Okay, and this variable, we can say this single dimensional array, because num is a variable, but this whole is an array, single dimensional array, which is actually containing the data type that is integer here. So this is a single dimensional array, or we can say this is an array which is actually containing the data type integer here. Okay, so whatever the array value is going to be integer only. So this was the examples. Now let's look at the syntax of it, and I am just going to elaborate it with an example that I have taken here. Is that you can see with the graphics too, that actually what happens in the RAM and how the num variable here is going to convert it into an array which is containing 10 blocks of data of similar data type. Okay, so here I am actually initializing an array which is a single dimensional array here, and I am representing it that how it is going to allocate into the RAM. Okay, so actually this is the num variable, and num is this is the num variable, but actually this whole is a single dimensional array. Okay, and it is indexed from 0 to 9, and it is actually containing 10 blocks here. And if you wanted to access any one of these, then you have to know the base address of this array. So we can say that this is an array of num 100. We can say array of num 100 whose data type is integer. So this is how we can initialize, this is how we can perform our single dimension array in C language. So our next is about the points, that the important point of an array. So let's talk about the points that deal with the concept of the array. So these points are, our first point is that length is the most important property of an array. That is used to find the length of an array. Okay. So we can use the length also. Length is the properties of an array that help you to find the length of an array. Okay. Index of an array always starts from 0 because we have studied. And array can initialize at the time of declaration, and that's why we can initialize our array also in the time of a declaration. So this was the most important point about the array. So thanks for watching. Dhanyavad.